These types of graphs are called line graphs, where the time is on the x-axis and something you measure is on the y-axis. These are called line graphs. So we have one example from business, the product cycle. So what is it? It goes up, and then it goes down, and then is level at the end or something. Yeah. So, okay. You know what? I can just, we'll type it. So this lesson is really easy, and all you need for it is a ruler, which probably you all have. Or you can use your bank card if you need to. Okay, so just so you are clear, a line graph, you probably can't see that, right? It's okay? Yeah. A line graph is a graph that has time, and that's important, and must be time on the x-axis, and a measurement quantity, observation, etc. on the y-axis. And really it's so important that it's time on the x-axis. I'm going to emphasize that. And it's so important, I'll say it 3 times, that time must be on the x-axis. This is what makes it, well, one of the things that makes it a line graph. The other thing that's important, the points on the line graph are connected by lines. Now this is important because sometimes people think, oh, maybe I should draw a smooth graph between the points. No, we want straight lines normally between the points. So we'll have a look at an example. Well, you have some examples from business. Is this the only one you can think of with time on the x-axis, product cycle? Can you think of anything else in business with time on the x? Just this? Nothing else? Okay. We'll make up an example now. So I'll give you some data. So here's our first example. Well, since we're talking about business, we'll do a business one. Where's table? Yeah. And okay, so we'll have our time, and it can be in days, something like this. And we'll do sales, and we'll put sales in, I don't know, dollars, thousands of dollars. So something like this. Okay, so maybe we'll go with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 3, something like that. Oops, sorry. Oh, everybody's so sleepy. So sleepy. Okay, do you have those numbers? Yeah. So in the exam, you must use graph paper. It makes me so sad when I get graphs that are not on graph paper. So for these graphs in the exam, you please use graph paper, please. Okay?
They don't provide.
If you need it, you can get it. In the last exam, there was no graph paper because there was no graphs, just sketches. But in the final exam, you'll get graph paper. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. So we'll have time here: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we have sales here. Sales in thousands of dollars. What was Monday's?
Tuesday.
2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 3. Okay. Right, line graph. Straight lines. Okay, so on the x-axis it's day, and on the y-axis it's sales in thousands of euros. And the title is My First Line Graph. Make that the subtitle. Daily sales over 1 working week, something like that. And this is what the line graph should look like. So if you draw something like this in the exam, that's full marks. Can you try to draw this neatly in your book? Okay, so this is the answer. The line graph looks like this. In your next assignment, you'll need to make many graphs. Please notice that I really like to have the X and the Y lines on the graph. It makes it clearer to read. So for example, here you can clearly see it's a Wednesday and it's 3. So if you make a graph for me in your next assignment, I want the lines on it like this. These are called grid lines. Don't forget the grid lines. Okay, try and draw this, please. Got this? Nice. Okay, let's do another one. Got this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll close this. Oh, come on. We'll go with year this time. Let's make up some numbers. So, because you are all business students, what they'd like to do in the exam is give you a business related example. So this will be something that you might get in the exam. So what I want you to do is just write these numbers down first. Okay, you got this? Not yet. Come on, off the phone. Who could you be talking to at this time? Oh. Checking your Facebook feed? Almost as bad. Okay, got this? Yeah? Okay, so this is an example of what you might get in business. Let's look at the chart, the line graph that you get. No, sorry, line. This one. Ah, I know what my problem is. If you're wondering what I'm doing, because you might have the same problem and you're making graphs,
They say like a number, not
they want a name like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you put in a number, it doesn't understand that it's the name of the year. You know what I mean? So the way we can fix that in a program like this is to put the apostrophe, the little tick, and then we can put in the number. So what this does is it changes the number into a name. This is the name of the year. It's not a number. So now if I draw it, it should work. I hope. Okay. Yes. sales per year. Year, and then sales in thousands. That's what you get. So this one nicely goes in a straight line. So if you were a business, you'd say, oh, okay, so next year you could probably have a guess at what's going to be the sales for next year. In real life, it never looks like this. In real life, well, if this is real life, what would happen? The sales would increase, and then what do you think would happen around about here?
Goes down.
Go down, yes. And then maybe flat for a while, and then maybe starts going back up. So, not real life, just an example. Okay, can you draw that one then? So it's just a nice straight line.
Get 2000 start not from 0. Place it down in 2001 and move it like this.
No, we should start at 2000 on the X. Is this what you mean?
Yeah, you start from 2000.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Move it in a little bit to the right.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, that's okay. I don't see any big problem with that. Let me just shrink this a bit. We can see the years now. Just about. Okay. Like I promised, very easy. You drew this, Tony?
Do they ask this like listen with other listen
Yeah, this question will be mixed in with something else.
about the E formula?
The E formula?
E to the power K.
Oh, exponential.
Exponential.
Maybe not exponential.
So it's
They
like
might give you some data and ask you for like average and standard deviation, and then they might want you to draw it. So different years they ask you for different graphs. This is our first graph, but there are 3 other types of graphs we have to do for data. Okay, did you draw
Does
that?
that one also like connected with time and maybe quantity, or
Say again?
like that one exponential? Sometimes connect with time and
Yeah, you could get a graph on this, but they usually keep that separate from the statistics question. That's in like a exponential and log question, you know what I mean? Whereas this graph, they usually mix it with the statistics question. Yeah. Okay, have you drawn that? Yeah. So like I promised, very easy, which is good because you all look very tired. So you can take it easy and draw some line graphs for me now. Okay. I see you all have a ruler. This question is not common on the exam because it's too easy. So I guess that's bad news, but you could get on the exam, and if you do get on the exam, you should be very, very happy. Very happy. Okay. Can you try these for a few minutes? I can close this graph. Yeah.